Copper Goofy, come out and play. Drop out. Beep, beep, king. Get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown. Thumb up the video. Subscribe to the channel. Easy. Now, I was on these Negroes' head the whole 2020. Every time I went on, I had to shoot them back down. And so, I said I'm not going to deal with these goof troops, in 2021. But I still, anytime, you got up a barricade or a structure or something like that, you want to check it and make sure it's still intact. You see what I'm saying? Because I got them in a concrete casket at this point. Now, this lady right here named if Chief Warhorse. If that ain't a sub-Saharan African, if that ain't the damn Zulu right there, now, straight up and down, I come clowning. But look, if you go outside this lady's house and you take her garbage out, you gonna see a bunch of just for me kits and shit. See, how many perms did it take to get your damn hair that way? Know your house and rolled up BBs just like the rest of us. I don't want to hear no Indian goofy. Now, cause I got a little couple slides for you copper goofies. Cause I see you still down there in the comments talking and talking and talking. And that's what I want you to do. Good, good, good. Now, there was no Negro skulls found in North America. None. So how is y'all, the Aborigine Americans, where's the black skulls at? Because there's a thing called paleontology and anthropology. That's science. Something y'all don't know nothing about. All right? Something you know nothing about. And when they find these, they can cast and mold in a certain way. They're the African head shape. The African black people all over the globe got that little egg in the back of their head. Period. And so they can measure that and see that it's an Asian face, it's an African face, or a European face. All right? And they can see that. So in North America, there has never, ever, ever been one African or black or copper in y'all case skull found in nowhere in North America, ever. Not one. Not one. See, the Olmecs is down there in Mexico. I don't want to hear nothing about no Peru, y'all niggas. No, I don't want to hear that. Y'all is the Aborigines of America or the Indians of America, the Copper Ops or whatnot. Y'all said this y'all. This ain't y'all. They have not found a skull that will resemble anything that looked like you. Sorry, nigga, these is Asians. Period. I'm approving. Now look, I'm about to bust you. Now look, this man right here is from Central Africa. The one on the right. The statue that on the left is what they found in America. And these copper goofies out here, they went to posting it up everywhere. And we look and shit and say, well, hell, them the same people that live in the Congo, Angola. You see what I'm saying? Now look, and it's exactly the same. Now this picture on the left was took by Runoko Rashidi. And the picture on the right was took by Runoko Rashidi. All right? So you have to see how similar this is an African culture. That's not Indians. So you can try to feather up all you want, and then these is in Mexico. Period. But you're not in Mexico. See, that's how I know you ain't never went, because it's black people that look just like me or, the regular African people that live in Mexico. All right, period. And so what y'all don't know is, and I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to leave it there. Now look, the native tribes of North America, Central America, and the Caribbean. You see, these is these Inuit Asiatics, period. And so you can't be them. You know why? Because that's a whole different race of people. And we're going to deal with something in a minute because I got a question for you goofies. I got a question for you, period. So we've seen already, archaeology, paleontology already says that these are Asian people. So you got a thing called the transatlantic slave trade. He didn't even go, nah, man, it was in reverse. It was in reverse. It was in reverse. And I got something for that goofy in a minute. But see, what you don't understand is the African, which I'm going to show, followed these rivers in the ocean. Period. And we got that on record, which I'm going to show, in Africa. That said they came to North America. The Europeans know this. The Africans know this, period. There's no debating that. All right? And so you look at these currents. They flow from the west coast of Africa into Central America or whatever. South America. And that's what they gonna hit first. But what they ain't telling you is a bunch of island chains that damn near connect to the Americas. Period. Some are underwater, but some still there. All right? And so that's where you see the African faces, not in North America. If you are the Olmec, you would have been born in Mexico. But instead, you way up here in damn Ohio and damn, New York and, Florida talking about you some type of black Indian or something. Negro, please. Now look, these goofies tried to make it seem like, that the only African in the world is, the two on the left. Do you understand what I'm saying? Africans have the most genetic vibration on this earth. That's just period. So all these people come from Africa. So even the people that they call Aborigines, with the blonde hair that's all through the Pacific, Indonesia, that came over here in Easter Island, all of them came from Africa. You know what? They are still there. The Bantu tribe, they live in Asia and Africa, and they look just like the little boy with the blonde hair. So you got white skin, dark skin, you got dark skin, blue eyes. I mean, you got because they say they don't deal with DNA. But you deal with genetics. And here you go right here, which proves, ain't just no one type of African. Like the Western world try to make it seem like. Now watch this. I'm about to bust. The evidence presented by the authors that made it clear that the Olmec introduced a unique culture, introduced a unique culture into Mesoamerica that was adopted by the Mesoamericans, as these statements make it clear that was no continuity between the pre-Olmec cultures and the Olmec culture. The Olmec culture came from sub-Saharan Africa. All right? They spoke a Mende language. Evidence of this connection comes from the act. Both Mende in Africa and the Olmecs used jade Amazonite to make their tools. The Amazonite was used in Saharan Africa before the Olmecs sailed to Mexico. All right? All right? See, y'all done tried to make it seem, and you don't have no writing. Where the writings of the North Americans on the level that it is of the Olmec, it didn't show me the Olmec writing that's on the level of the ancient Egyptian writing or the Mende writing. And I can go into that and show that all of them languages come from the ancient Nile Valley, period. And so the slaveholders, and this get right to what I'm saying, slaveholders knew that the enslaved people were escaping to Mexico, and the U.S. tried to get Mexico to sign a fugitive slave treaty, but Mexico refused. All right, to sign such treaty, insisting that all enslaved people were free when they touched the soil in Mexico. All right, period. What am I saying? So you not know old Mac Negro, you come from Africa. Period. That just period. You see, the African tried to run down there because he was being chased by and they took, boom, and they got through. You see what I'm saying? So if they get through, they free in Mexico. Them is African people, no matter which way you look at it. Because y'all don't like to do chronology. I think what the Olmec is 3,000 years old. All right, there's no culture. I'm talking about the Olmec culture in America before that. So the Olmec, as the other clip just showed, brought culture to the Americas. Period. That's why the teepee look like a pyramid. All right, that's why those pyramidal type structures is in Mexico. So look right here, I'm about to get you. It may be fashionable to play Indian now, but it's also trendy. It was also trendy 125 years ago when people paid $5. Even black people paid $5. Yes, they did. Later on, yes, they did. Paid $5 to falsify documents declaring them native on the Dawes Rolls. These so-called $5 Indians paid U.S. government under the table to reap benefits of having Indian blood. And so the Africans did it too. The black people did it too. That was going on. This black self-hate been going on for a long time. Even black people went up there and got on the Dawes Rolls. Period. And some of them did have native blood. And we're going to get to that in a minute. So right here, I ain't got to go through the whole thing. Mali gave up the throne to explore the Atlantic Ocean. Period. So this right here, I guess I can read a little bit of it. So this right here, let me pull this up. Mansa Musa, meaning Emperor, King, or Sultan, Abukari II was the 14th ruler in Malian Empire in the West Africa. This period of time, i.e., in 14th century, y'all don't ever get no time for y'all, was a time when the Malian Empire had reached its pinnacle. So it's at the top of, everything. And it's trying to, branch out. And it says the wealth of the Malian Empire can be seen. Famous pillage of Mansa Musa Abukari, immediate successor of Temeka, according to the Arab historians. This ruler spent so much gold during his pilgrimage, that made the gold rate fall in 6 different empires. Silver too. You know what I'm saying? So he went from, West Africa and everything in between on up to Egypt and all, Mecca and all, Yemen and all that, giving out money. And that's what made, in later on times, in our time, us being attacked. But that wasn't the first time we was attacked by these people. All right. So to make a long story short, Mansa Musa, he gives up his throne to go explore. And he ends up in the middle of the ocean. One boat went one way, one went the other way. And it's like 400 and something ships. It might be just 2,000 ships. 2,000. 2,000 ships. Let me get that. Hold on, let me get that. Let me get them facts, because niggas. 2,000 ships. All right. But the brother take these 2,000 ships, and as he going in the ocean, they get shipwrecked. How do we know that? It's a document in Mali that exists to this day, because a few ships went back. Okay, so let me get this right. a few ships made it back to Mali to for them to be able to express this history in Malian history. Let me jump out of there real quick. In Malian history. So if you look here, it says, hold on, I think it's right here. You see it said the Sultan got ready 2,000 ships and 1,000 for himself. So it's 3,000. Damn. And and the man whom he had the trick with 1,000 for the waters of provisions, and he left with deputies embarked onto the Atlantic Ocean, so on, so on. And this is what they done. So hold on, let me go right here. Because I got something for y'all. I ain't even got to my question yet. And so we'll go here. So when they arrived, the Indians, in their history and in Christopher Columbus' diary, that's way in Spain, Dr. Clark and them went and read it. Every black historian went and read it. And he said that, and the Europeans will tell you this, that the Africans came and traded in gold-tipped metal spears. In gold-tipped metal spears. Now, if you look at this glyph right here, you see the Asians. All them ain't no copper-colored people with them big humps on their nose. That ain't you. But you see and you notice they don't got no beard. But the dude that's with the gold, he got a leopard skin on. See, in America, they use the jaguar. How do I know that's a leopard? Because of the spots of the leopard is very humongous. All right. The other shit small like a cheetah, period. And so you see the African man with the beard, and he got the wasket on, just like all any other Africans have. The ancient Egyptians, the Mende in West Africa, they be having them hoops around their neck, period. And you can see him handing out that gold. So my question is to y'all directly. If I'm gonna play y'all game for a minute, just saying for instance, if we the Aborigine peoples of America, right? Why it ain't but 40 million? And it's 2 billion people in Africa that look like us. Wouldn't you think it would make most sense for Africa to be our home? I don't want to hear that other goofy y'all talking about. Because you could play games all you want. But we know the truth, nigga. And so, if it, in other words, if it was more, if America was our origin, it would be more than 40 million blacks here. Period. And then you gotta go, if you gonna say the slave trade was a lie, why was every country in the world lie about just a small 20 million people? What do they got to cover up about black Americans that they ain't do to the rest of everybody else? Period. You ain't no special damn people that came out of nowhere, nigga. Everything has an origin. A plant come from a seed. A plant will grow into a tree. The tree create fruit. Period. It ain't no other way around with a tree. The way y'all trying to say it is that the fruit created the tree, and the tree created the plant, and the plant created the seed. It does not work that way, goofy. So you saying every country around the world that had their hands in slavery, they lying. Nigga, stop playing. Stop playing. You was an African, you just might as well accept it. And listen, I have no problem coming out here and smacking y'all up. Anytime. All right? But answer that question, though. If the origin is America, why it ain't but 40 million over here? And it's 2 billion in Africa. Africa, the origin, goofy. So I see you little goofy still, but you way down there now, y'all. See, I done got up in it now. I got up in it now, nigga. Oh, well, here, see, that the one keep talking is the one that got hit by the rock. All right, because y'all all down there in them little goofy comments trying to talk like I don't see. Talk about you some Aborigines. Negro, please, drop out. Be, king, get free or die. Heavy is the head to wear the crown.